Another outbreak closer to home. Health authorities across the border in Tamaulipas say several migrants have tested positive for COVID-19. Here's Channel 5's Valerie Gonzalez.
Two Mexican men deported from separate U.S. detention facilities arrived in Tamaulipas not knowing they were sick. One of them walked across the Laredo port of entry and into a Nuevo Laredo shelter for migrants. Days later, 15 people tested positive for the coronavirus. The other man was sent back to Mexico through the McAllen-Hidalgo-Reynosa bridge. Tamaulipas health authorities say he went through screening at the bridge, where immigration officers found he was symptomatic. Protocol calls for a trip to a federally designated hospital, but that didn't exactly go as planned.
Since there are no guidelines, the hospital simply said, we won't accept the patient because they're not proven positive, and we can't isolate him because he doesn't require hospitalization.
Gloria Garza is a representative of Tamaulipas' legal office. Garza said the state also had to transport the migrant in one of their ambulances all the way back to Querétaro. For Tamaulipas, this case is indicative of a larger problem. Sick migrants are being sent into a situation where federal and state guidelines are hazy or just lacking.
Our message warning of the exponential risk posed by a sick migrant as opposed to a sick citizen of the state is necessary to convey, because migrants live in shelters or in camps like in Matamoros, where they're crowded and conditions don't allow them to put in a healthy distance between themselves or to stay away from those who could be sick.
Last week, Tamaulipas sent a complaint to the Federal Supreme Court of Mexico. They're asking the court to intervene and order the federal government to help shoulder the responsibility of providing enough care for repatriated or returned migrants during the pandemic. It's a four-pronged request. Restrict traffic circulation along the U.S.-Mexico border to only essential travel, strict health guidelines for migrants, accepting only repatriated Mexicans and having the U.S. send other nationalities to their countries of origin, and provide standardized guidelines for migrant shelters. Garza says they hope the federal government answers before the Supreme Court weighs in on a problem they cannot ignore.
Immigration is a topic that's a reality in Tamaulipas, and we can't just simply let them cross or just pretend it's not happening.
For Tamaulipas, it's about protecting migrants and the community they're re-entering. Valerie Gonzalez, Channel 5 News at 10.